So psychology is all about the mind and human behaviour. So if you want to understand more about some of the common behaviours that people display, and also some of the abnormal behaviours that people display, such as psychological disorders and problems, then this is the subject that might be of interest to you. So there is something for everybody in here. It ranges from very scientific, looking at the brain and the nervous system, to elements that are more on the social side. So for example, looking at when people conform and obey in social situations. So just mentioning the topics that are available within the A-level, it is split into 3 separate papers. So you will be examined on those 3 separate papers at the end of year 13. So paper 1, we study social influence, memory, attachment and psychopathology, which, as I mentioned before, is the looking at psychological problems such as depression and phobias and OCD. So those are the first topics that you'll study within year 12. And then towards the end of year 12, we look at the big approaches in psychology. So those are the key theories such as biological approach, psychodynamic approach, social learning theory. There's then a section on biopsychology, which for those of you who are interested in sciences, this is more the scientific area of the A-level, where we look at the brain, the nervous system, and also sleep and dreaming. And then finally, there's a large section on research methods. So that covers all of the methods that psychologists use, such as interviews, experiments, case studies, and questionnaires. And then it also looks at how the data from those research methods can be analysed using mathematical techniques such as averages and displayed in tables and graphs. And then finally in paper 3, which you'll do in year 13, this is more of the applied psychology. So within this we get to choose the topics that we study. So at Duke's sixth form we look at gender, where we explore different explanations of gender and look at gender identity disorder as well as androgynism. And then we look at schizophrenia, so again understanding what causes schizophrenia and what treatments are available. And finally there is a topic on forensic psychology, which examines what causes offending, what different kinds of offenders there are, and what the various management techniques are available for offending, such as token economy and restorative justice. So as I mentioned, that totals 3 exams. They are all 2 hours long, and they will take place at the end of year 13. So there is no coursework whatsoever within the A-level psychology. So in terms of career progression, we've had lots of students who've gone on from A-level psychology at the sixth form to study a range of different things. Lots have gone on to study psychology, perhaps to study criminology. We've also had students go on to study more practical things like social work, nursing, teaching. And then we've also had students who've gone on to take up apprenticeships in a range of different areas. Some have gone to work at the hospital, some have gone to work in administration and businesses at the local council, but it really does cover a large range of careers. So as you can see there, those are the kind of most popular careers that involve psychology A-level, but it does really range from the more social area and working with people right the way through to the sciences. And there's a lovely quote there from a few years ago from a student who studied psychology, who said, "I think it's the only subject that gives you a deeper understanding of human behaviour and encourages critical thinking." And those are 2 really key areas of the A-level, but they're also 2 really great skills that would be useful in any kind of discipline or any subject area.